Thank you. Yes, that is what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about the things that I learned from failing the Tableau Certified Professional exam. So, what is the Tableau Certified Professional exam, you ask? It is the highest level of certification that you can get in Tableau Desktop, and it is 3 hours long, and it's split into 3 different sections. So in the first section, you'll have to redesign some charts. So you might get a map or something, and it might look better as a bar chart. In the second section, you'll have to do some technical questions. So maybe a nested LOD, that sort of thing. And for the third section, which is worth about 2/3 of the marks, then you have to build a dashboard and a story. And this exam is then sent off to be marked, and it takes about 3 weeks or so. Lots of 3s in this. And it's either a pass or a fail that you get back. So from all that hard work that I put in, all I got back was 3 lines that said for each of those sections, needs improvement, which isn't very helpful to help you learn what you need to do better in the future. So definitely had to do some reflecting on that and share with you now what I did learn. The first thing was that it's really okay to fail. They didn't kick me out the data school as soon as I failed, which is good. And it's just really important to sort of reframe it in your own mind, I think. That when you look on Twitter and LinkedIn, you'll always see people sort of posting that they passed the exams. And that's obviously really great to see. Like, you want to see people succeed. But it's not the whole story. There are many people that I've spoken to about the exam who had a similar experience, didn't pass the first time. And so that's just something that I think that we should share more of, our failures in life too. Because I wasn't ready. They suggest that you should take the exam after a year's worth of experience in Tableau Desktop, but I decided to do mine at the end of the data school training, which was 4 months. I thought maybe it might be a bit like the intensive driving courses that you can do, but maybe not. But that's definitely not the case for everyone. Indeed, I think some people have passed it that quickly. But for me, it just wasn't the right time. And I kind of knew that before I did it, but I thought that I might as well give it a go and learn what I don't know. And that was a great technique for me, I found. So the third thing that I learned is that time in that exam is crazy. You hear everyone say that it goes really fast and that there's not enough time. But of course, I kind of needed to experience that for myself because I thought I've been to university, done a lot of exams, I never really found time pressure to be something that affected me. But in this exam, definitely. Because if you've ever built a viz, which I assume many people here have, then there's always more that you can do, always more that you can tweak and change, and it's really difficult to do that in a time-pressured environment. So now that I've done the exam, I definitely have more motivation for Makeover Monday, because Andy, the guy who runs Makeover Monday, always tells us that you should build your Makeover Monday in about an hour. But I kind of never listened to that advice and thought, why bother? But now I kind of understand that it is definitely a skill that's worth having, to be able to sit down and build something and perfect it in that hour, rather than keep tweaking, keep changing, keep exploring different avenues. So now I definitely have that Makeover Monday motivation. And finally, the last thing I learned is that hashtag should have been a bar chart exists for a reason. This exam is all about sort of displaying the insights of the data as clearly as possible. And it's not really so much about building the beautifully visually spectacular things that you see in IMViz, for example. It's more just how can I convey this data really simply and make sure that people understand it. So those are my 5 things. Firstly, it's okay to fail. Second, for me, it wasn't the right time to take it, and time is really difficult in that exam. And Makeover Monday is great to help me practice going forwards and improve on those skills. And always keep it simple. So, thank you.